Shalom, Brother Aaron, Royal Regime of Yahushua. First and foremost, we say, call Halor Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. What we said was all praises to the Most High, His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. And I titled this one, Civil War, Uproars, and Great Divisions. Civil War, Uproars, and Great Divisions. Okay, because that's what the Bible prophesied to take place in the latter days. That's exactly what we're seeing. Okay, meaning civil uprising, civil wars, uproars of the people, and great division, confusion and division on every level. Okay, and this is exactly what's starting to take place in these last days. So the prophecy is speaking. Okay, just like the prophecy said it would in the end, the closer we get to the end, all these prophecies will become clear and clear. Okay, no longer delaying, but the closer we get, the prophecies are coming to pass, okay? The budding forth, jumping off the pages of the Bible. This is what we're witnessing. This is what we live in real time. All right, let's open up with that. Matter of fact, we're going to Ezekiel 12 and 23. Tell them, therefore, thus said the Most High, Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision or any flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For your days, O rebellious house, I will say a word and perform it, said the Lord God. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus says the Lord God, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more. But the word which I have spoken shall be done, said the Lord God. Okay, so this is the time that we in. All these prophecies and things that were written beforehand is coming to the point to where now, okay, the Lord is not delaying. Nothing is being prolonged. Okay, before the end could come, all prophecies must come forth. And this is what you're seeing. The Lord is bringing forth his word speedily now. No more delaying. All right, let's get Habakkuk 2 into. I'm going to pick it up at 1. I will stand up on my watch and sit me up on the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Most High answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. The vision is the scriptures, the prophecies. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. See that? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, and it's not tarrying anymore. Okay, this is what we're showing you. Everything that's been prophesied and written, okay, prophecy is like a domino effect. When that first domino fall, boom, 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 it's a ripple effect all the way into the end. This is what we're starting to see. Okay, and a lot of those prophecies start with what we put in the title. Uproars of the people, civil war, great divisions, okay? So the prophecy, the Lord is letting it rip now, all right? From here, let's get 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligent itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, these are the signs when we start to see these things, earthquakes, uproars of the people, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For it's like all things that's made in the world had a beginning and the end. The end is manifest. So this is what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the end being manifest. Okay, the prophecies are blooming, are coming to pass right before our eyes. Okay, St. Luke 21 in what is that? St. Luke 21, and I believe it's about 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And he spake unto them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. And when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now at hand. Okay, so the prophecies are symbolic to the fig tree that's blooming forth. Or when it starts to bud forth, the figs, those are the prophecies coming to pass. So the Lord is using this parable, say, when you see the fig tree, okay, the figs are coming forth. Okay, that's the same or symbolic as the prophecies. Know that what? The time is now in hand. So this is what we're showing you. Okay, the Lord is no longer delaying upon these prophecies. Everything that's been written or prophesied, we are living in real time. All right. Let me read 31. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. See that? And what are we doing? We literally witnessing all these things come to pass real time. So what is the Bible letting us know? Know and understand that the kingdom of the Most High is at hand. Know we right here at the end, because we're witnessing all these prophecies, just like the fig tree. We see it figging. We see the figs coming forth. Okay, so we know we right here. Verse 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. All right. Let's see. Let's actually go to a couple of videos. I want to get real quick.
You were supposed to get $6,400 from the government last night. Let me explain what this is about. So,
they get to Eagle Pass.
That the Constitution itself is the supreme law of the land.
Texas seized control of the park and then began denying entry to Border Patrol agents.
Called Take Our Border Back. It kicks off Monday.
The border has now reached the boiling point that you now see governors getting involved. We have a trucker convoy coming down to the border. The American people are going to have to get involved.
Look at yesterday. Look at all this crap that's going on.
He actually said that. He said that. How dare he say that? The only loser I see is Donald Trump.
Texas seized control of the park and then began denying entry to Border Patrol agents.
Brandon, federal officials demanded that Texas allow access to that high crossing area, but Texas leaders say that's not happening, and in fact, they're doubling down. And the state has installed rows of razor wire in Shelby Park and says more is being added along the border. A Supreme Court ruling allows for federal agents to cut or remove the wire, but there's been no decision yet on the case as a whole. Governor Abbott says Texas is doing what it has to do with the backing of the Constitution.
Regardless of what federal statute may exist, the supremacy clause means that the Constitution itself is the supreme law of the land. The Constitution itself provides Texas with a right of self-defense in this case, because the United States has abandoned its responsibility to defend Texas.
Former President Trump is among a growing number of Republicans Republicans rallying behind Governor Abbott in the escalating fight with the federal government. Trump is also calling on Republicans in Congress to oppose a bipartisan deal on border security. Those negotiations continue with members of both parties expressing optimism that an agreement will be made. Others say President Trump putting some pressure there and could cause that bill to stall. Some now asking President Biden to federalize the Texas National Guard to take control of the park in Eagle Pass.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott refusing to give up control of the Texas border to federal officials, saying the state will not give federal agents full access to Shelby Park today. That ignores a deadline set by the Biden administration, which is today. Instead, Abbott is installing more razor wire following a Supreme Court order allowing federal agents to start removing it.
Look at yesterday. Look at all this crap that's going on.
Donald Trump, when he was...
Okay, I'm going to cut that one short right there. But as you can see, this is getting really serious, okay? That the Bible prophesied to speak of these things, okay? Civil unrest, uproars of the people, great divisions, okay? This is basically as quick as the federal government is saying, hey, leave the borders open. Okay, Texas is saying, well, no, we're not backing down. We're going to keep putting the Texas National Guards up, keep putting razor wires as quick as they're putting it up. They're trying to take it back down. Federally, they said, no, we're going to stand our ground. What is this causing to happen? You got more states that's starting to band together, say, no, you're right. We have a right to protect our borders. We have a right to secure the states and things of that nature. But the federal government is what? Opposed to it, saying something totally different. All up until the point to where what is it starting to lead to? A potential civil war, okay? To the point to where you take up, and all of those of the government or federal feel that they come side with them, take up arms. All of those who represent state, border security, this and that nature, take up arms and fight for your rights, okay? This is what you see things are slowly escalating or boiling to, is reaching a boiling point. Okay, and not only that, but also what? Why are they shipping a lot of these immigrants? It's going into what? Your major cities, okay? Your major inner cities and things of that nature with what? A lot of urban areas. So you got the people that's starting to really uproar and complain, hey, they're taking away privileges and resources from our community, our neighborhoods, our children, and giving it to the immigrants, okay? So that's causing tension from one aspect. Okay, then you got on the other aspect, you got what? You got these hardcore right-wing, red-blooded Americans that willing to die for the Constitution, feel like the rights are being stripped away. So you got all people that's divided right now, divided on every front, whether it's political division, political parties, racial division, social class, financially, rich versus poor. So America at this point is full of divisions all the way through. Okay, we know what the Bible says about division. All right, let's grab that scripture real quick. St. Mark 3:23. I'm going to start at 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan raise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand. But he had an end. Okay, so this is what we're witnessing. Okay, the end of this world's empire, the ends of Satan's kingdom, which is this world. Everything is at an end. But what is it showing you? That division. Okay, Babylon, America has great division on every level, like we just said right about now. Okay, if you go back and you look at how the Roman Empire fell, right before it fell, that was exactly what was going on. The exact same thing. It started to be what? Infighting. Great division within and infighting the people. Okay, to the point to why it got weak. It split from within first before it completely fell. This is the same exact thing that you're witnessing now. Okay, within America. Not only that, but what do they have? They coming out, I believe it's in the next month or two or sometime very soon. It's actually a movie they're coming out with, Civil War. The exact same thing that we're witnessing is starting to take place in real time in America is what they're putting in the movies now. And like we always say, okay, fiction it imitates reality. Okay, so what they do, they put things in movies to the average person that don't understand is just entertainment. But on the left-hand side, we always know this is how these elite bankers and the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it, this is how they operate. They always tell you what they're going to do before they do it. Part of the way they do that, whether it's through comedy or movies, they usually put it in a movie. Okay, some type of national or either sometimes box office, or it could be low budget, but they always put it out there. That's one of the things, even within The Simpsons. Okay, if you look, a lot of people don't realize all those little cartoons, The Simpsons over the years, a lot of things that's actually happened, from the Twin Towers to Bin Laden to a lot of those things they actually put in the script. They write it into those Simpsons before it actually comes to pass. So this is just showing you all of this is actually planned. Okay, but you know who really planned it above everybody? The Most High. This is how we know, because it's all prophecy. Okay, so if you know what to look for, okay, they telling you on every end. The elites, they putting it out there in the movies before it happened. Also, what? On the right-hand side, those of us in the know at the Most High Word, that's how we're directed, because we see the prophecies coming to pass. All right. Also, speaking of division, let me grab Isaiah 19. Because this thing is going to only heat up, is going to only escalate even further. This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set Egyptian against Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, showing you great division, civil unrest, uproars, Egyptian against Egyptian. When it says Egyptian against Egyptian, modern day Egypt, who's in the power seat? Modern Pharaoh. Okay, that would be the Western world, America. Okay, so Egyptian versus Egyptian is just going into what? Citizen versus citizen, showing you great division from within. So the Lord said, I'm going to set Egyptian against Egyptian, and they shall fight one another. Okay, all prophecy of what we're seeing, real time, we're beginning to see. Also, let's grab, let me go to 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princesses, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. So when it says seditions among men and invading one another, this is the beginning of what it's going to come to, or what we're starting to see. Okay, seditions, okay, strife, drama, uproar, fighting, warring amongst each other. They shall not regard their kings or their princes. The kings or the prince represents who in power. So if you look at whether it's your presidents, your government officials, for example, Biden is saying, hey, open the border, Don't put up the razor wire. Greg Abbott, okay, the governors have said, no, we're going to put it up anyway. That's not regarding your princes or your rulers. Same way with the people. The people are to a boiling point now. Like up north, a lot of their kids can't even go to school. Okay, because what they reserve in these school buildings and banks and things of that nature for the immigrants. So the people are reaching a boiling point to where they like, look, they're not going to no longer regard their kings and their princes. Okay, they're going to take matters in their own hand. This is what this is all building up to. Let me read that again. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. That's taking matters in their own hand. That's why you got all these patriots now, or these truckers, over 1,000 different truckers that's headed to the southern border to defend the border and things of that nature. That's taking matters into their own hand. It's becoming to a point to where it's a standoff. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of the pride, the city shall be troubled. See that? The city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbors, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation, because ultimately that's what it's going to come to. So you got all of these things starting to happen at one time. Not only the civil unrest, the issue with the borders, but you got what? food short, inflation. If you got that's going to affect the food chain commands. You got all of these truckers that's taking off, going on strike to go stand guard at the border and all of these things. See, so prophecy is a ripple effect. What we're showing you, the closer we get to the end, all of this is going to increase more and more. So let's get another quick precept, okay? Let me read 18 again. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, so the cities shall be troubled. Quick precept on that. Let's go to Isaiah 24:10. Because the worst place to be when things, really hit the fan, when this really, really pop off, the worst place to be is going to be in these inner cities, these major big cities. They show you that, they put that out in these movies. You go back, look at I Am Legend with Will Smith and things like that. When things really hit the fan, it just show you the big major cities are going to be the worst place to be. Okay, it's the biggest population. That's people just go at complete anarchy. All right. This is Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man come in. There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. What is the mirth of the land being gone referring to? That spirit that's been in America, Babylon, that whole party spirit, land of the great, live it up and do as y'all please, and all of these things of that spirit is started fastly coming out. Okay, as we get closer to the end, this place start to fall. Okay, that's what it's going into. That's the Lord humbling the spirit of the haughty. He's harder than the proud. Okay, that's the Lord humbling. Okay. There is a cry for wine in the street, talking about wisdom. People want answers. Okay, you're starting to see that now. People starting to scratch their head more and more. Okay, what is going on? Okay, who can explain what's going on? That's the cry for wine. Who has the answer, the solution? All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. The city is left desolation, and the gates is smitten with destruction. Let's see where else I want to go. Let's go to, let's see. Let's grab 2 Ezra 16 now. No, let's go to 5 first. 2 Ezra 5. I'm going to start at 8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be all sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters, and the salt water shall be found in the sweet, that's truth mixed with lies, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide herself, and understanding withdraw itself into her secret chamber. What would cause friends to destroy, fight against one another? Okay, that's as things start to break down, times are getting more desperate. Okay, so even your neighbors, maybe family members, people you've known all your life, this is what the Bible is prophesying to. Okay, when all hell break loose, things really dollar collapse, everything goes to hell, people's gonna panic. Okay, people who thought this was a joke the whole time, you got a lot of scoffers, heard the prophets prophesying, heard these scriptures, never took heed, never prepared themselves spiritually. Okay, even, let's say carnal, even physical. Okay, you got people, these preppers, people been telling you for the long, they don't even believe the Bible, but been telling you, hey, something's coming, whether it be EMP strike, food shortages, invasion, civil war, all of these things for years, okay, decades at this point. You've been hearing it from every angle, even from people who don't believe the Bible, but they know something's coming. So you've been hearing it from that end. You've been hearing it for the prophets, okay, making these videos either on the street, okay, brothers telling you, hey, the Lord is going to bring this to this place. The Lord is going to judge this place. This is what's coming. So those are all those who've heard the warning. They heard the trumpet being blown or heard the message, but they continued to scoff, put it off, didn't take heed. But when all, hell really break loose, when, ish hit the fan, as they say, these are going to be a lot of the people that's panicking and willing to do whatever, desperate, okay? They might have known you've been preparing this whole time. Okay, they may know you have a few extra things, whether it be water, food, supplies, whatever. So when everything break loose, those are the first people that they're going to try to invade. Okay, out of desperation. It might be your best friend, your family, your next door neighbor. But if they know you've been knowing what's going on, guess what? They know, hey, you might have answers. You got something over there that can help me. This is what's going to be happening on a mass scale, especially in the inner cities. So when the Bible said in the city shall be troubled, this is just painting a picture for you how this thing is going to play out. Okay, I'll say the lights go out all over, no communications, no this. People want answers. What's going on? The average person, especially in Babylon, America, is not used to going an hour without putting something in their mouth. Can't go, let alone a day. Okay, they're not used to fasting. They're not used to exercising self-control, discipline, okay? Gotta feed their appetite, their belly. So what's gonna happen when they can't eat within the first 24 hours? Okay, the supermarkets are shut down. No more food in the stores. The trucks can't deliver. Okay, you look at these natural disasters that take place every several years or whatever. Okay, Hurricane Harvey being one of the last ones within recent years in Texas. Okay, notice when things were shut down, people can't make, just in that brief amount of time, you start to have little uproars and panics in certain areas. So picture that on a mass scale. Okay, a mass scale, but nobody have no communication. You can't cut on the TV, the phone to see what's going on. See, only thing you have is what you prepared for spiritually. There's word that's in you, or the little stuff physically that you might have prepped and stored up for. See, so this is giving you an example of what it says: mass confusion, and the city shall be troubled. People gonna go ape, they're gonna go crazy. See, let me read that again. Verse 8, then shall there be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again. Wild beasts shall change their places, mistress women shall bring forth monsters, and salt shall be found with the sweet, and friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding rejoice into its secret chambers, and shall be sought of many, and yet not found. Then shall unrighteousness and inconsistency be multiplied upon the earth. So see that at that point, they're going to be seeking answers. They're going to want wisdom. They're going to be looking for the prophets. See, but it's not going to be no more internet, no television, no answers. All of that's going to be cut off. Then they're going to be looking for the solution. They're going to be seeking the Lord at that point. Okay, then it says what? More wickedness is going to increase, more confusion, more uproar, inconsistency be multiplied upon the earth. All that is going into confusion, chaos, and trouble. Okay, verse 11. One land shall also say unto another, and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. See that? That's them looking for answers there. Have you seen the prophets? The one of them Israelite brothers that used to be out there that we call crazy, that was warning us about this stuff to hold? Anybody seen them? Nope. Okay, why? Because the Lord is going to shut the mouth of the prophets at that time. Part of the way he got that mercy going out to you now is via internet. These videos and all of these things, when you see them, brothers on the corner prophesying, teaching, you pass by, scarf, shake your head, them niggas crazy. Okay, well, at that point in time, the Lord is going to draw back his hand is what it's saying. Okay, let me grab that real quick. What is that? Ezekiel 3:26. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So that at that time when all hell break loose, okay, no more power, no more this and that, it's going to be harder to get the words of the Lord. That's the Lord making the prophet's tongue to cleave to the roof of their mouth. Okay, so this is why it's critical to understand these prophecies now and get it while you can, because it's not going to always be around like that. All right, let me get one more precept on that. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Most High God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread or famine for thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even into the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. See that? So how is that going to come about too? When all hell break loose, which you slowly see it escalating to, okay, this is going to pop off as you see, okay, nothing is going back to normal. As this pop off and when it really hit the fan, okay, you're not going to be able to receive this word, okay, so get it while you can is what it's saying, all right? Let's see what else. I think I had a couple more videos I want to play real quick.
If y'all don't have time and don't even have a job, y'all can still get this $5,000 today from Uncle Sam.
I'm making this video, putting my entire YouTube channel completely in jeopardy. But at this point in the game, I'm in Texas currently. This has to be done. So here we go. This ain't...
I'm going to play I believe it's about 4 minutes into this one to really get to the point I want. But I'm going to play about 4 minutes of it.
Good.
Also at the border today, it was a deadline for Homeland Security to set up for Texas to give federal authorities access to Eagle Pass. There's been a lot of back and forth with this. Jason Allen's been following it all. Jason, we know Texas leaders made it very clear tonight that National Guard troops and law enforcement on the border are not budging.
So for the past 10 years, I've been making videos on bug-out bags, survival, living on your own, living without power, living during an emergency, etc., etc. Well, I had to make this video. You're probably hearing the wind blow because I'm making this out of the back of my truck right now while I'm in Texas, and things are brewing right now. Really, really bad, and I believe we're getting ready to go into a second civil war as we speak. And sadly, not enough people seem to understand what's really going on. This is getting really, really bad. We have the federal government facing off against about half of the states in the union. I've never seen that happen in my lifetime. So let me show you a few things that the mainstream news isn't showing you that's happening at our border that the president wants to leave wide open for some unknown reason. This footage was taken by another YouTuber 4 days ago at the Texas border, and you can see these guys are just climbing right over, no big deal, nothing to see here, folks. You don't see this stuff on the news, but you see it when you go out there for yourself to see. And I find it really strange that you can't drive down a city block in America without a camera being pointed at you, yet this border wall is wide open. There's no cameras of any type whatsoever at all. Let me ask you this question. Why in the world would a president of any country want to make it easier for people to illegally sneak into the country when there's a perfectly legal way of them entering the United States? Because cartels, money, corruption in America is ready to fall. I'm sorry to say it, but why do you think they've let the national debt get to these astronomical, unrepayable figures? Because they're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and they're never going to pay the bill. We're going to get stuck with it. This is really happening. Here's some more video footage from private citizens that you probably will never see on the news.
And surprise, surprise, it's worse. There's more people here than there were before. That entire curtain all the way back for 100 yards is full, and they're actually coming out to here as well. And every single day, more and more and more busloads. And there are hundreds of locations around the area here that are full. Every single day, they're getting more full. The weather's getting worse, and there's no end in sight because the Democrats are inviting more of this. What's up, bro? My boy again. Sorry. Who said? You did not wait for this the first time. You put me on the film the first time. Yep, I put you on the film because you said my mom should swallow me. And you get to be on film because you're in public. Venezuela, they've actually, so this whole thing, this whole black curtain, full of illegals all the way down. The entire bus terminal is taken over. Who said no pictures? You're in America. This whole bus terminal has been taken over by illegals because they've been invited in by Joe Biden. But now they don't even have room behind here. They have hundreds behind this black curtain. Now they're having to put the beds out here so that American citizens can't even sit out here anymore. You have more beds coming here. So American citizens are standing out in the freezing cold out here because they don't want to come in here. And on February 2nd, this entire thing is getting taken over where media is not going to be able to come in. Citizens aren't going to be able to come in. It's only illegal aliens that are going to be allowed to be in here. This is Joe Biden's America. This is the Democrats' America.
Please stay away from curtain. Please stay away. Don't touch.
Private. It's private here, guys. Private here. So if I go in there, I'm breaking the law. But if you come in illegally into our country, that's fine. And Venezuela.
Venezuela no good. Nicolás Maduro.
Sí.
No good.
No good.
Nicolás Maduro no good. Hace 9 años en Venezuela era militar.
Okay, militar.
Sí.
Wow. Military from Venezuela.
Así.
There he is.
Well, see that? Military from Venezuela. Okay, these are all majority military age young men. Okay, that's coming in. So it's definitely an invasion. Okay, only thing we got is what the prophecies to let us know or point us in the direction of what's going on. But this is what we're showing you. Okay, the Lord is speaking. The prophecies are no longer delaying, but everything is budding forth. Okay, so we're here. Okay, military age men, but they just coming over here like that. He's in the military in Venezuela. Let me show you another quick one.
So you see the camera. My family. So you see, there you go. Watch.
Hold on, I'm gonna skip it right to the point. I'm going to start by right here.
Terrorist group from Azerbaijan, Islamic Party. He's a convicted terrorist and arms dealer. People are saying this is him. They put a picture next to him. It looks exactly like him. And look at what he says coming into our border in Texas about what he's going to do to America. Go ahead, Rob.
From?
Are you going to take where I'm from by force?
No.
So I will not tell you where I'm from.
So these are the people that. A question? These are the people that are breaking into your country, folks.
Ask me, I answered you.
Ready for his attitude?
What is this?
Ready for this?
That's amazing. These are the people right here. That kind of attitude. Let me educate you. It's a tripod you hold the camera.
My family.
So you see, there you go.
Watch.
Violence. So there you go. These are the people that are coming in. We're the ones laughing. It's in the violence.
Very easy to find my face, by the way. If you are smart enough, you will know who I am. Look, but you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
What?
Very
wow.
Soon.
Who is this guy? Google his name and put it right next to the video.
Okay.
And can we see his face?
Mavzam Samadov.
Okay, but you heard what he said. He said, you're not smart enough to know who I am. Okay, but soon you're going to know who I am. All right, so what is this showing you? Okay, part of this whole thing that's going on, all this is prophecy when it goes into our Babylon, America's being taken down. Okay, or invasions is being invaded from within. The division is great amongst the people. So this is what you're seeing. Okay, he literally told him, he said, you're not smart enough. Just like the average person out there now that's full of distractions and not paying attention to prophecy or what's really going on. He know that. That's what they're saying. You're not smart enough to know who I am, but soon you're going to know who you are. That's what he said. Soon you're going to know who I am. All right. Let's go back to the scriptures. This is Jeremiah 51:14. Because that's exactly what this is. This is an invasion, okay? And a lot of these soldiers and people, right, these are coming from, I would say, in my opinion, what I truly believe, I would say UN Army, UN soldiers, okay? They're putting these people up. They're paying them. They're paying for a lot of them room, board. They're giving them stipends, little salaries, little debit cards, taking care of them until what? Till they get their marching orders. Okay, who you think the marching orders are for? Okay, These so-called Negroes specifically, okay? So-called Negroes, you Israelites, they don't even know or don't care to know that they're Israel. Okay, so this is why, this is the blessing of the Lord waking us up to this truth, giving us this understanding. All right, this is Jeremiah 51 and 14. The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. So the Lord filled thee with men and caterpillars. This is going into this invasion that we're witnessing. Okay, filling Babylon, America with men like caterpillars everywhere. U.S. soldiers, troops everywhere. Okay, under the pretense of immigrants that's coming in. Okay, like it said in that video, why else would a country leave its borders wide open? Okay, so this is pre-planned. Okay, but ultimately, who's at the strings controlling everything? The Most High. All right, let's grab where we going? Let's go to Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. See that? And the seas and waves roaring. Okay, distress of nations with perplexity. Okay, that's trouble, that's confusion amongst the nation, amongst the people. All right, let's grab Matthew 24:8. Let's start at verse 5, Matthew 24:5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all of these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, that's race against race, kingdom against kingdom, country against country, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All of these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. Let's grab 2nd Ezra 16:38. Because we're showing you this is what we're witnessing actually come to pass. So the Lord is not holding back. So this prophecy is likening to, say, like a woman in labor that's carrying. Okay, she's carrying to bring forth. The woman is Israel that's trying to birth what? The baby is the kingdom. Okay, and the closer she gets to birthing this kingdom, the more intense things are going to become. The more trouble, the more intense, the closer we get to the end, the more intense it's going to be and we're going to become. This is what we're witnessing. So this is 2nd Ezra 16:38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. See that? Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come up on the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it from every side. So this is what the Lord is likening this prophecy to, okay? The closer we get to the end, just like a woman in lay in her 9th month, okay? She's so many centimeters dilated, she's ready. That baby ready to drop. Once it drop, once that head start, the crown cover, there's no turning back. You can't push the baby back in. Well, this is what the Lord is likening prophecy to, coming to the end. It's no turning back. Okay, just like that baby is in the spirit realm, that baby, okay, that kingdom is being birthed now. The Lord's king, we right here at the end, okay? All the birth pains that the woman experienced in labor right before that baby come, this is the birth pains that the world is starting to witness or experiencing now. So it's only going to increase and escalate and all the way into what? Yahweh shall come and make peace upon the earth, okay? This is how Jacob's trouble began, by the way. When the Bible refers to Jacob's trouble, great tribulation, well, that's what it's going into. These are these birth cranes like a woman in travail. It's only going to escalate or increase all the way until what? That baby is born. Yahweh shall come and to sit up, establish the kingdom. Second Ezra 14 and 14. Let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off the weak nature and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee and hasten thee to flee from these times. Okay, what is putting off the weak nature and the thoughts that is most heavy to me? All the things of this world that don't really matter. The things that you spend your time stressing over, worry, keep you up at night, whether it's your bills, how you gonna pay the mortgage, food, eat, all of those carnal things of this world that the world worry about. Just like Howard Shah said when you read Matthew the 6th chapter, food and shelter, all of these things the Gentiles seek of. See that? Our mind ain't occupied with that, or it shouldn't be occupied with that. We occupied our mind with prophecy. All right, verse 15. Sit aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto me and hasten to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done thereafter. See that? Just like a woman in travail. We get closer to the end, it's going to only greater evil. Things are going to only get worse for this world. All the way until that baby is birthed, until the kingdom come. Verse 17, for look now how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For the time is fled far away, and leasing is at hand. Leasing is going into like confusions and evil on the earth. For the time is fled far away, and leasing is at hand. For now hasteneth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. See that? The vision is hastening to come, talking about the prophecy, which we read, what's written in this scripture. So the Lord ain't holding it back, he's bringing it. Okay, so this is what we keeping our eye on. Okay, prophecy, we living in real time. What Yahweh Shah said, the generation that witness all of these things, okay, this the same generation basically who see these things that are witness the Messiah coming. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. But this is what's happening. We're literally witnessing all of this real time. The beginning of sorrows, okay, and it's only increasing, only escalate all the way into the kingdom is birth to come forth. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close it out right there. Once again, that's been civil war, uproars, and great divisions. Okay, so Babylon is divided, as you can see, on every front, from every aspect, which is leading to what the scripture called uproars of the people, civil wars, great divisions, all of these things. That's the time we're living in. So keep ourselves our single, focused on the prophecies, meditating in therein, and keeping our spirit, okay, undefiled to the best of our ability, keeping our garments unspotted from the things of this world, and making ourselves, adorning ourselves as that bride, okay, ready for a husband, Yahweh Shah. Okay, so with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. We're going to say shalom. We are.